Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today's topic is act now and let your emotions catch up later. What do I mean by this? Oftentimes, we feel and then act, right? Like somebody slaps me in the face, I'm angry, and then I slap them in the face, right? Let's get a little deep. Let's go into a little deeper example. You know what I'm saying? I wake up in the morning, I feel bad, so I scroll, right? I feel lustful, so I watch pornography, right? Or I feel angry, so I take it out on everybody who speaks to me. All these examples are examples of feeling and then acting on that feeling. When in reality, it is simple. The key to life is to do what you know is right, regardless of how you feel. Not because you have to torture yourself, but because once you act, the feelings will catch up later. I heard this one quote, I don't know where it's from, I forgot, but he said, feelings and emotions are good indicators, but they make for horrible leaders. When we let our feelings lead the way of our life, we will forever be slaves and forever lead ourselves astray and do things that make no sense to others and to ourselves. You can feel like you want to murder someone, but are you going to murder somebody? Maybe, right? However, should you? Probably not. You know, so we have to understand that these feelings are letting you know something about yourself, indicating to you something needs to change, something needs some attention, something inside of you needs some light to be shined upon it. However, it is not mean that does your emotions don't mean to be saying, "Oh, I feel this way. We got to do this." You know, that's not the case. You feel me? I'll give a prime example of what I'm really trying to shine light upon here. When I wake up in the morning and I feel bad, I'll scroll on my phone. I'll open up that TikTok. I'll be like, man, I feel terrible. I feel like Dookie, man. Open up TikTok, start scrolling. And I feel even more like Dookie. Wow. So, based off of my feeling of feeling terrible, I decided to do something that was going to feed that feeling of feeling terrible. Because when your feelings are in the lead, all they want to do is be fed. They're craving for your attention and your energy. So, if you're feeling lustful, you're going to do something lustful that'll fuel that feeling. If you're feeling angry, you're going to do something out of anger that will fuel that feeling. If you're feeling terrible, you're going to do something that'll make you feel even more terrible to fuel that feeling. If you are letting your feelings lead your life. It's just the way things are. It's just how it works. However, I've noticed when I do feel terrible and I have the urge to scroll my phone, obviously, 'cause I'm gonna have the urge. The feelings are gonna urge you, right? But I decide, you know what? You're just a feeling. 1, 2, 3, up, get out of bed. I count down or count up to 3. 1, 2, 3, boom, move. And I realize that, wow, I feel better actually. Of course, it may not happen instantly, but I'm brushing my teeth and then I'll make me a little breakfast or whatnot. And I'm like, wow, okay, I actually feel a little better. I mean, I may not feel like fine and dandy the best, right? But I feel better. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because your feelings aren't real. They're real, but they're not real. Hopefully nobody's taking me too literal on this, right? But they're not real. You know what I'm saying? Your feelings can feel however they want. But what are you going to do? Because your feelings will catch up to whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like my feelings had to catch up to me, not I go wherever my feelings are going. No, my feelings don't come where I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you're coming over here, buddy. Now, I'm not saying be a control freak about your feelings. Yes, you're going to feel certain type of ways that you may not want to feel in a particular moment, right? However, your awareness, this guy right here, needs to be in the passenger, in the front seat, in the driver's seat of your life, and your emotions, and all those other things can be in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Or the passenger seat, but they should not be in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? Your awareness, your consciousness, your logic should be in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? It says in scripture for those who are Christian, it says, we must stay of sober mind because the enemy roams around like a roaring lion, waiting to devour those who have a drunk mind. So if you're not thinking or conscious, then you're going to be more ignorant and more vulnerable for the enemy to attack every single area of your life. You ever notice when you're drunk, you know what I'm saying? It induces feelings out of you. Now I've never been drunk, so I'm not gonna act like I know the actual feeling, but I'm using it as an example. However, I can see visibly that it induces more feelings out of a person. It makes them feel something, right? And people will often say that, like smoking weed makes me feel something, drinking makes me feel something. I just want to feel something, so I'm going to open up and crack that bottle, right? However, now you're able to feel something cool, right? But now your feelings are in the driver's seat. Now, when you get drunk, that guy comes up to you or that girl comes up to you, starts hitting on you, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you're in the bed. And then you start to sober up and you're like, whoa, why am I in the bed with this person? Why was I just in the bed with that person? I didn't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But your feelings, when you had them in the driver's seat and you were following behind them, they led you astray. And they will always, always lead you astray if they're in the driver's seat. They're good indicators, horrible leaders. You know what I'm saying? Horrible, horrible leaders. You can feel any type of way in the world. You need to stop identifying your feelings with who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the subconscious mind. Like you can get a random thought while you have a wife or a girlfriend about another girl being attractive. Yet that subconscious thought was kind of subconscious. You shouldn't beat yourself up just because you thought that way. However, it's up to you if you feed that thought, right? Prime example. I'm walking with my girl, you know what I'm saying? Boom, we're just walking or whatnot. I see a nice young lady walk by. I'm like, dang, like, oh, she look good. Okay, I'll give two choices here. Choice A, which we'll say is the good choice, and then choice B, which would be the bad choice. So choice A could be that same example, and I see that girl, she looks good, and I'm like, oh dang, like my subconscious, man. I got a beautiful girlfriend right here. You know what I'm saying? It'll do me no good, benefit me in no type of way to feed it. Even if my girlfriend doesn't know, what am I gonna do? Cheat on her? You know what I'm saying? Like, what benefit do I actually get out of me feeding that thought? Even if I did nothing, it's still no benefit to the end of the day, so it doesn't make sense to do. Let's move on. Or choice B. I mean, I'm not gonna do nothing, but dang, she look good. I keep turning back. I keep, whole time my girlfriend's right there. But I'm not cheating though, bro. You might as well be, because the way that you reacted to said thing, that was all that really mattered. The subconscious thoughts can come in an instant before you even know it. You know what I'm saying? The subconscious thoughts are not you as a person. You as a person is how you react to life and how you react to the feelings and how you react to the subconscious thoughts, but not how they come. Mm-mm. Because some of your thoughts aren't yours. I'll just let you know that right now. You know what I'm saying? I see Big Booty Judy walk by and I look. However, I know I'm trying to develop my relationship with the Lord, and it really doesn't do me any good to really look at Big Booty Judy. It's like, okay, it just came automatically off of my nature, right? But I don't have to feed that part of me. Now I'm just looking at Big Booty Judy for, I don't know, however long. Like, okay, don't even walk up to her. You know what I'm saying? She just leaves the store. All I did was just keep looking at her the whole time. Big Booty Judy. You know, like, that honestly sounds like a cup, bro. Like, that's a loser guy right there. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly loser activity to let your feelings be in the head front of your life, just for the simple fact of how unreliable and how unstable feelings actually are. They're so unreliable, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you guys may not ever realize that until you're really in a position, and I promise you, that's gonna be the most repeated lesson in your life and mine's, is that feelings should not be in the head front of our lives. Not saying to be cold. That's not what I'm saying at all in the slightest. But I'm just not saying for it to be at the lead, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Feel the feeling, it's okay. But do the work, do the action, do whatever it is that you know to do, that you know is right, and let the feeling catch up later, because it is just a feeling. Start putting that feeling in its category, which is just an emotion. That's it. That's it. Stop orbiting your entire existence around how you feel, because you can't always feel one way ever. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? If you're living your whole life to be happy, seeking happiness, you will be sad as heck, man, because you will never be able to forever be happy. It's just not possible. You know what I'm saying? Even if your life was pitch perfect, you would find some type of way to be sad and miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're going to feel every single emotion in the book. Consider emotions, emotions. That's it. This is a lesson that I have to consistently learn and drill inside of myself and just keep working on. And this will be a lesson that you will have to do the same to. But I want to encourage you guys to start being more aware of yourselves and your feelings, and start to realize how much feelings are taking away from your life. Love you guys. See you guys in the next video. For those who want to do better, I will be leaving a Discord link in the description. If you guys want to check that out, you are welcome. Love you guys. See you. Peace.